Hi, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your January 2024 money and career reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps this channel out tremendously, and it helps me out tremendously. So, thank you so very much for doing so. So, let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Interesting. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Okay, so what's very interesting here is that we have the King of Wands reversed. That's fire sign energy. Aries, Leo. No, yeah, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So if you have fire sign energy in your chart, if you are born on the cusp with Leo, this energy can be a little bit wonky during this time. This part of our personality can be giving us a little bit of difficulty, a little bit of trouble. If we have fire sign energies in our lives, again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, we can find them to be a bit difficult to work with. So with the King of Wands coming forward, there is a sense here where our passions are kind of all over the place. We can also find that our temper is a little bit sharp. We can be a little bit quick to get angry, or we can take things very personally when others are sitting there and being like, what are you even angry about? Because they didn't mean it personally. So just be mindful about this during this time, because it's almost like we're just a little bit on edge and we don't know why. And we might not know why. It could be solar flares. It could be, the alignment of the stars, the planetary alignment. We're a lot more sensitive to these things than we like to think we are. So just being aware of that is going to be super important during this time, and not letting our temper get the best of us, because, forewarned is forearmed. With the Five of Swords reversed, there's a need for rest, but there's also a sense of like, I don't want any more conflict, right? There's going to be something that's a constant argue. It's a constant frustration. And this is going to be something where we're looking at it and we're like, no, I'm not doing this. And that's going to be very powerful. Just that sense of saying no. With the High Priestess, this is empowerment. This is also very much a sense of having the veil lifted from our eyes, looking at things much more, I want to say authentically, but it's much more honestly. And it might seem that it goes against who we think we are authentically. But Spirit is saying here, hey, listen, we're going to be a lot more honest with ourselves than we have been in a very long time. And as the veil is lifted from our eyes, we're seeing things more openly, more honestly, more powerfully than we have before. And that's going to be a big thing. It's also going to be something that has us, kind of diving deeper into our emotions, into what we want, into what we love, into what we need. And that's going to be very powerful here as well. With the Ace of Wands, this is God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing us a gift of passion, of fire. Now, are we taking this gift? Not quite yet, because we do have the King of Wands reverse, which means that this gift being taken is on pause. With the Six of Swords reversed, there's a sense of us moving forward, but we're questioning, right? We're questioning more of, am I moving forward in the right way? Do I know what it is that I want? Have I set up the right boundaries? We're just questioning and seeking. It's like, do I need to know more? Do I need to dive deeper? So being aware of this is going to be super important. Now let's see what Spirit has to say. And if you're interested in entering to receive a free reading, put a snowflake in the comment box below. A person will be chosen at random and announced on the 1st of February in a completely separate video. So keep your eyes open for that, and good luck to everyone. Don't be scammed by anybody. I will only be announcing the winners in that video. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Oh, and if you're interested in purchasing a private reading, a private personalized meditation, or a healing, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. So we have here breathe, focusing on our breath to lower and control our cortisol levels, to help with stress, to really balance ourselves. That's going to be an important thing. Focusing on our breath too, just to center ourselves in our bodies, is going to be super, super beneficial for us. So when Spirit says breathe, and we're thinking, okay, dude, I do that all the time. Like, what are you talking about? It's really centering ourselves in our bodies. We do a lot in our modern world to kind of check out. We have constant stress all the time. We have, we can be awake whatever time we want to be awake, right? Because of lights and all this stuff, which is fantastic, but it also puts our body under stress that it wasn't necessarily designed for, which is never anything I thought of until really, really, really recently. So here, when Spirit is talking about breathing, it's centering ourselves back in our bodies in a way that is a little bit more like our grandparents or great grandparents did, that real sense of stepping into ourselves more. So let's see what our chakra energy is. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels. Here we have relationships, and this is our sacral chakra. So, really embracing our relationships, our passions, and this is our relationship with everybody else, but this is also our relationship with ourselves. It's saying here, what is your passion? What is your fire? What are your relationships? What's important to you and what isn't? So, it's building healthy relationships. It's also seeing, okay, it's like my mom always says, know your ducks, right? So, here it's very much a sense of, I know my ducks. I know what I can expect from this person or that person, and I know which person gives me achara, which person doesn't. So really openly and honestly here in our relationships, it's being open and honest with ourselves. It's also saying, what do I want from my relationships? What do I want from my relationship with myself, from my relationship with another person, from my relationship with the people who depend on me? So looking at our sacral chakra, where we kind of think of more as sensual energy, but really seeing it as our creative connection with the earthly plane, and seeing that sacral chakra as our relationship connection. What is it that we love? What is it that we want? What is it that we're building in this world for us? And then also for our connection with others. It moves us then to our energy to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Here we have the 10 of Pentacles reversed. Okay, this is kind of very much the adage of the grass is always greener on the other side. When we look at the 10 of Pentacles, when we're told to be mindful of it, when it's reversed, it's really thinking everybody else has it figured out. And you're stumbling along a bit like a fool, trying to get it done, trying to get things in the right order, in the right way. Here's the secret. Everybody's stumbling along. Nobody has all the answers. And a lot of us all the time, we just have a lot of questions, right? And so we can look at ourselves and say, I'm a seeker. I'm a questioner. I'm a person who's looking to dive deeper into this world. And that can bring a level of peace. Here, with the 10 of Pentacles reversed, don't look at everybody and think they have all the answers. We have our lives very carefully choreographed. We have social media, which we're showing everybody the quote unquote real us, which is super edited pictures. We take pictures of ourselves to make everything look great. And we don't show that took 50 pictures to get the right one, at least, right? So here, it's being very kind to ourselves. And that's going to be important. Also, when it comes to money, we might have had some struggles, some difficulties. We might see ourselves, kind of replicating patterns that were from our childhood. And this can feel like a generational curse. It can be, okay? Not saying that in a way of like, oh my gosh, there's a curse on you, but in a way very much of, that's what I learned, right? That's what I learned. That's what I know. And so I'm now playing it out in my own, stage, my own setting. So here, what the 10 of Pentacles is saying when it's reversed, it's like, hey, listen, look at things and let's start turning what we think of as curses or what we see as roadblocks into blessings. We have generational blessings too. Even if we didn't come from money, even if it's been a struggle and we say, oh my gosh, look, those people had it all handed to them, they will have their own set of problems. Believe you me, there is just a sense of everybody in this world. You pay, whether it's now, whether it's later, how you pay, it's all different. But life comes with a cost to it. It just does. And so here with the 10 of Pentacles reversed, it will be very easy during this time to get a little bit grouchy. Like grouchy is a good word for it. A little bit jealous. The green-eyed monster comes out. And Spirit is saying here, listen, honor your blessings and your gifts. Because I'm telling you, whether you believe it or not, somebody's looking at you and is jealous of what you have. So just be aware of this. With the King of Wands reversed. Okay, during this time, we have action. The word right here is action. And this can be a time where we have a little bit of difficulty taking action, really getting the ball rolling, getting things started, getting things moving the way that we want to. So be kind with yourself that way. We might have to go a little bit slower, a little bit calmer. Again, our temper can come out. And this can just be something we have to be mindful of. People can be frustrating us. We can be looking at things and saying, oh, but it should be like this. And, oh, it should be like that. And, what about this? What about that? And Spirit's like, hey, listen, let's slow it down. Let's take things step by step. Let's start this year by saying with our finances, with our career, I'm being kind to myself. I'm not going to drive myself into the ground, because we're going to see that certain battles that we have been through before, certain things with the Five of Swords reverse, certain things that have been really important to us, or that we thought, oh, I have to fight that, or I have to prove myself to this person, or I have to do this, or I have to do that. It's just not going to be that important. It's just going to be something where we're like, I don't think so, and I don't want this. And with the High Priestess, there is just a clarity that's coming to us during this time. And you're one of the signs, Cancer, that just absolutely takes in the High Priestess beautifully. The High Priestess for you is this knowledge, this power, this insight that guides you. All right. It's the veil being lifted from your eyes. It's that connection with the spirit world, the connection with the heart. Water sign energies have a tendency to more easily connect with the High Priestess. We also more easily reject the High Priestess, right? Because it's like, oh, this is too overwhelming, all these emotions. I have to tap out. And it's nothing to be ashamed of. It's not, I'm not calling you out in any way, shape, or form. I'm just saying here, just be aware of this, that as the veil is lifted, as we're seeing things more openly, more honestly, more in alignment with ourselves, with what we want, with the deeper sense of why we're here, which can actually go against what we think we're supposed to be achieving and succeeding at, we can feel like, this is too much, or we can feel like I just can't handle this. So just be mindful of that energy being around you during this time, Cancer, because it can make us really turn our backs on an opportunity that's so important for us and so beautiful for us. It moves us to the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands at the bottom, it says new adventure. And what we're going to be seeing here is that there is a new adventure opening for us. There is a new way forward. We're going to be looking at things with fire and passion and determination. Now we can think and feel like this is supposed to be happening a lot quicker, because we do have the King of Wands here, but it's reversed. So it means that we take the gift, but we don't fully actualize it in this time. So the month of January, it is about our passion. It is about our fire. It's about our determination. And it's about claiming that goal. It's about connecting with our hearts. It's about turning our backs on certain battles that we fought time and time again. We're tired of it. And we'll say that to ourselves. In the moments as we're, falling asleep, in quiet times, we'll be like, I'm really tired of this. And Spirit's like, if you're tired of it, let us change it. In some things, really easy to change. It's like, oh, okay, I can just move that pause, right? In other things, harder to change. It could take the whole entire year or better. So here, let us stop doing things that we don't like. It's not being like a little kid throwing a temper tantrum. I don't like it, I'm not going to do it, type of thing. It's saying, what goes against my spirit? What goes against myself? Why am I still doing this? Why am I still playing this game? For a lot of us, it's because we think we're supposed to be. But who perpetuates that lie? Why? And with the Six of Swords, we are moving forward. We're going to think we should be moving faster. We should be doing more. And that's going to be part of this time for us as well. We're really going to be berating ourselves that we're not going, achieving, and doing, going, achieving, and doing. We need to slow it down. The High Priestess, I always think of the Oracle of Delphi, right? People traveled all over the ancient world to see her, to hear her wisdom, to connect with her. She didn't travel to them. And she told people like Alexander the Great their fortune. And they spent their whole lives unwinding it, unraveling it. She talked in rhymes and in visions and in feelings and in ideas. And that took a lifetime to unravel. So when we're connecting with ourselves, it does take a lifetime to unravel. Okay, what does my soul really want? This is the language, the ideas I have from where I was born, how I was raised, all this cultural stuff that comes into play. But we don't usually stop and say, what does my soul crave and long for? Who am I? And what do I want? And with the Six of Swords, we have knowledge. Now, we can feel like we've lost some of it along the way, but we do have knowledge moving us forward. We want things to happen a heck of a lot more quickly than they actually are happening. So slow it down and be kinder to yourself. Slow it down and connect with you. You're going to be very quick during this time to berate yourself. Here, Cancer, don't do it. Don't do it. If you see something that needs changing, it's like, okay, I'm aware of this. I need to change this. And then feel the empowerment from that knowledge. Feel the empowerment from stopping the bad habit, or, utilizing your time better, or whatever it is, because it's getting in alignment with where you need to be. Body, mind, spirit, and soul. And that's going to propel you in your career. Because In this world, there's a lot of people who do what they do, right? But when you come to something with passion, when you come to something with genuine love, when you come to something with peace and with grace and with harmony, people see that. It makes you stand out. So you don't have to be the most clever. You don't have to be the flashiest. Yes, those people might get ahead faster, but will they stay ahead? And that's the question there. It moves us to our subconscious spirit message. And here it is, Earth. We need to connect with the earth. What Spirit is saying here is ground yourself, stand outside. I would say barefoot, but if you're in the northern hemisphere, and especially if you live like somewhere cold, it's cold outside. Right now it's snowing. So here, where I live, so here you might not want to go outside barefoot, but you might. I mean, you do you and be happy. So here, it's just knowing that you need to connect with the earth. It's just knowing you need to ground yourself. There's something here where there's a disconnect, and Spirit's saying, why? Why is there a disconnect from you and the earth? The earth, the earth feeds us. It houses us. It tests us, right? Most definitely. We tend to think of the earth always as very benevolent, but it's also very chaotic and very intense. So looking at this during this time, that's going to be important. How are we connecting with the earth? Do we feel betrayed by the earth? What's going on with our relationship with it? And what's interesting, Spirit did end with the question, because I'm getting told to go back to the question, right? Of people might seem to get ahead faster, but if they don't bring a genuineness to it, they tend not to stay as ahead, or they go in a path that you wouldn't choose for yourself. So let people walk their path. I know it's so easy to say that, and it's so hard to do. I know me personally, I look at people, I'm like, how did you do this? Oh my gosh, I get so jealous. And I think, oh my gosh, everybody's doing everything better than me. And that's okay if they are. That's their journey, and this is mine. And that is something that me personally, like, I have to remind myself almost daily, like daily, minutely, sometimes hourly, that they're on their journey and I'm on mine. And that's okay. It brings us to our chakra energy. And here we have forgiveness. And that's the heart chakra. Spirit is saying here, forgive. And forgiveness is great. When we open up our heart chakra and we forgive others, that's awesome. But I tend to find forgiveness is the most powerful when we look at ourselves and we forgive ourselves. And we say, you know what? I forgive you. I forgive you for the missteps. I forgive you for trusting the wrong person. I forgive you for everything I see that I myself did wrong. I'm forgiving myself and I'm freeing myself. I'm not holding me to those chains anymore. That's powerful. It moves us then to our subconscious energy to be mindful of. And this is the death card reverse. So this is fighting against transformation. We have to be mindful about that. There's going to be a lot transforming in our lives. But this is also Scorpio energy. So we can be fighting against a Scorpio or Scorpio in our chart, but this is also lying and sneaking. When the death card energy is reversed, it's very sneaky, very, all done in the shadows type of energy. Lies, sneaks, cheats type of thing. So just be mindful about that. Be mindful about that energy. Be mindful of people who want to pull you into the darkness. It moves us then to our subconscious tarot message. And this is the Eight of Wands reversed. That's exactly what Spirit was saying earlier with the Six of Swords reverse. We want to move forward so quickly, and yet we're feeling like this time, it drags. And subconsciously, we feel that too, right? The Eight of Wands, it all moves so fast. And yet it reversed. It's like, oh my gosh, it all moves so slow. So here, just be mindful about that. Be mindful that we're not the best judges of time right now. Be mindful that our frustration with our passion and certain things can be quite high. So be respectful of yourself with that. And just be mindful of your passion and what you desire. We have a lot of passion. We have a lot of passion, a lot of pent up energy. And Spirit's like, be mindful about it because it can erupt like a volcano. Okay. All right. Cancer. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Cancer. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.